Hey everyone, welcome to Thoughts and Treasures. My name's Connie and this is my craft room. Welcome in. If you guys are new to watching me, be sure to subscribe or follow so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I put out. I usually put about 4 out per week, so this is something that you want to see more of. Definitely follow and subscribe, or and both. I'm on all the platforms, all social media platforms as Thoughts and Treasures, and you can follow me there. So tonight I have this. We are doing, again, we are still in July and we're doing Christmas in July. Snow people are definitely part of Christmas and winter, so we're okay. So we're going to be working on this little guy tonight. This is a wood kit, our little snowman welcome. He was just in our live sale, so if you want to pick this kit up, just let me know. And his little button can go here or here. I'm not sure if I want to, I think I like it on the scarf. For some reason, I like it there, so I think I'm going to stick it there. But we're going to work on him. If you are new and you don't know anything about my kits, they are definitely, most of them are done in 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch. Some things I do have in chunkier wood, some things I don't. This is done in 1/4 inch backer and 1 inch in the front. So we're going to take our pieces and put them on tape so that we can paint them all what we need to do. I am going to, and again, these kits can be painted any color that you want to. If you want a pink snowman, you can have a pink snowman. It is all about what you want. It does come with an inspirational picture. That doesn't mean that's what you have to do, but it's okay. All right, so I'm going to put all his little mouthy pieces, which are going to be black, all over here. So I like to, when I pull the pieces off, I want to make sure that I put all the colors where they belong. So we got his little eyeballs, they're black too. Anything else black? I might do the button black. No, I might not, but I'm going to put it close to there. Okay, then, that's all. So then we got our little red berries, not the holly, the berries. We got our little green. Actually, let me do that because I might do the scarf green too. So let's put his nose there, which is orange. So I've just got them all lined up on here on the tape, and we're going to start another piece too. Oh, we got his black hat, but that's going to be separate. I don't really necessarily need to put that on a piece of tape because it's bigger. That's good, but we're not, we're fine. It's okay. So we are going to do a green scarf, and we're going to do some green holly, and then, I don't know, but let's do, maybe we should do some red mittens. So let's put this over here. I'm going to change things around. It's okay, I'm allowed to. And maybe I'll do that, do this whole thing red, or this whole thing black. And we'll put the little nose over here. No, because we're going to put the mittens there. See, I'm confused myself. Mitten and a mitten. And then we'll put, I don't know, we'll put the nose yet, but we'll put the nose someplace. And then I'll put my hat over here with the black. Now we do have this piece. I'm not sure what I'm going to do it yet. I don't know. It'll come to me as we go. Keep going. I might do it a lighter shade of green. I might do it a blue. Maybe I'll do it a blue. Look, I'll change my mind halfway through these things, so it's okay. So we got an orange nose. These are his mitten tops. I'm not sure what color we'll do that yet. We're going to do this word in white. And then we've got this piece. So we'll put that there. Okay. And now, this also helps you not lose your pieces. Not saying I ever did. Not once. But here's the key to these kits. Like I said, the backers are done. Anything right now as of June, or July, this is not June, this is July. July of 2026, all of my kits do have a masking on them. The 1/4 inch, that is. So you do want to remove that. I just simply use this little weeding picker. You just want to make sure, you know, you don't stab the wood. I really wasn't going to do this project tonight, however, well, let me just tell you a little story. My laser kind of was acting not proper, It was a little under the weather, so we were getting it fixed. Well, I say we, I mean the other half of Thoughts and Treasures was fixing it, Ross. And, well, this didn't, and I think I have a splinter. This piece of wood cut, however, it didn't want to cut nicely. And I'm gonna sand the sides and I'll show you. But I didn't want to send it out as a kit just because, you know, I kind of had to force it out of the wood. Sometimes when you do that, you know, it doesn't play nicely, so you gotta do these things. It's fine, it's gonna be nice, it's gonna be pretty. I'm gonna fix it up in the end, but I just didn't want that to be for those that purchased it. So, again, as you can see, it's a little beat up over here, and it's nothing a little sanding block won't hurt or help. Well, it'll hurt. But I figured, let me just try and get this all nice and neat for my customer, rather than, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I really thought it was worse than that. I guess the frustration was what made it worse. Yeah, I did the old karate chop on it, and, you know, I was playing let's break the wood with my hand kind of game. After three of them didn't cut out, I was getting a little frustrated. So, but there's our board. I am going to do the back black. Why? Because it's just the back, and I want that to be known as the back and not the front. The front I'm going to do in white, of course, because he's a snowman. So I'm going to do all my black pieces first, since we can get that out. So I'm just using simple apple barrel black. I do not spend a lot on paint. It is what it is. It works the same. Sometimes, you know, with a thinner paint, you will have to use more. With black, I don't think I've ever used more than one coat of black. So I don't find the need to use those more expensive paints, but you can. There's nothing wrong. You can use chalk paint, you can use chalk couture paint, you can use, I've got Home Depot, is it Home Depot? I think it's Home Depot or Lowe's. They had a sale on paints, which I ought to use them. I'm just saying, I bought them. They were really cheap. They were having a sale. It was like $1 something for a little, I don't know, 4 ounce. I don't know how, I honestly don't remember the size. But I do need to use them up. And there's white in there, and it's just like house paint. You can use that if you have extra, you know, you paint your bedroom, you have extra paint. Don't think you can't use it. This is just wood. I just want to get it all painted up. That's why I use the inexpensive stuff. It all works the same, in my opinion. I'm a crafter. Now, if you are painting like a real painting, like an artist painting, definitely, you know, you don't want to use the lesser paints. That's totally a different side of life. And just because it's inexpensive does not mean it's cheap, so there's two differences in that. Alright. Let me get this piece dry. Let's see. Oh, my chair moved. Thank you. And I'm just doing this to give it a finished color covering on the back. If you want to do it white, if you want to do a different color, that is up to you, your choice. I just do this just to give it hides the marks on the back, and just kind of gives it a completed look. And let that finish drying on its own. Just going to put this off to the side real quick, because I'm going to pull my black over, and we're going to do all these pieces. let's get the hat done. So these kits, if you guys want to see more of what I have, I do have a website, it's thoughtsandtreasures.com. You can go there and you can check out all of my videos of what I have available now. So I say that because I was using the link to Facebook when I was going live for some of the projects that I have over there, and with Facebook doing what they did, it has deleted the links. Some of them still work, some of them don't. I got nothing, I don't understand it, but okay. If you're gonna check that out, you can just see all of the projects. It'll show you a picture, you click on the picture, and then you can simply I might do, I'm thinking now, if I'm going to do a green, I think I might do the button like a lighter green, so I'm not going to do it black. But you can simply just click on the link, and then it'll take you right to the, usually, I think they're taking you to YouTube. No, I'm not mistaken. However, I do have all of my videos on Facebook and YouTube, so if you want to check them out, you know them. That is thoughtsandtreasures.com. I'm going to just get all those dry. I think because I'm going to put the button on a scarf, and I think it would look cute if it was just like a lighter button. You can put the button on the snowman itself, but I'm going to put it on the scarf. So now, just because it says put it there does not mean you have to put it there. I am going to use this antique wax. Let's see. Oh shoot. Hope that was closed. Lord, hope that was closed. I'm going to use, for this little sign, it's like a wood sign, I'm going to use some Waverly wax. Let me actually shake it up first, so I can get some on the lid. And then I'm just going to take a baby wipe and rub this on. If you guys have never used the Waverly wax, it is the bestest thing that ever invented. No, it's not really, but it is really nice. If you like the stained look of wood without the smell, this is definitely the thing for you. You can go light, you can go dark. Putting it on with a baby wipe kind of makes it thinner, so you can just wipe it off as much as you want or make it darker. I think that's probably good. I don't want it too dark. Do be careful, it will stain your fingers, just like a stain does. All right, we're gonna let that dry on its own. We're gonna move over to here, and I'm gonna use some green for our holly and our scarf. And this is, and I'll show you what I have. This is, and I think, I'm not sure if this has been, the bottle has been with me for a while, Christmas Green by Apple Barrel. If you see a pattern going on with the Apple Barrel, you got it. Let's just get that painted up. And I probably will give this 2 coats. Well, maybe, I don't know, we're gonna see. If I like the, sometimes when you do 1 coat of paint, it kind of gives it that, I don't even know what word. I don't know what technical term I should use. Grainy look? Is that a word? Not granny, grainy. So a little distressed, but not by actually doing anything. I don't know, does that make sense? I hope it does, because it made sense in my head. Now, I just want to see before I do the holly if I like this, or if I want to do more. See what I'm talking about? See how it's like And I think I like that. I think I'm going to keep it like that. You just got that, you can see more of the wood grain in it. But I think for the holly, I'm going to give it 2 coats. Because I don't want that look in the... Let's get that dry real quick. I'm going to do red mittens. But... Let's give this one more coat. You know what? I think when I change my mind, I'm gonna give this scarf another coat too. The more I looked at it, I don't like it. So let me know in the comments, do you guys like snowmen, snow people for the holidays? We are doing Christmas in July, so this is week 2 that we are just completing. So I think it's 7 projects so far. I haven't done 1 per day, but we're doing, I did 4 last week, and I did 3 weeks? 3 this week. So, you know, we're getting there. I don't like to think too much. Okay, now for the berries, I'm going to use bright red, and I'm going to do his mittens the same color. I think snow people are definitely for Christmas. They're all winter long, but they're definitely for Christmas. So that's why we're adding him into our Christmas in July. By the time I get Christmas in July done, it'll be fall, and then we will be back to Christmas. So these seasons seem to sneak up on us rather quickly. I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I'm going to do a hidden hanger on him. So I'm not going to put a hanger on him today because I'm just not sure what I want to do. I just might put like a little loopy hanger on the back to hang him. And I think I might make his cuffs white too. And he might look good. Get some orange. I do know we're just going to use pumpkin orange for his carrot nose. I think that works out good. And I'm debating, and oh, that is like runny. Hold on, I gotta shake that up. I think I might just do his hat rim in white too. I know, boring, but it is okay. One more coat. Done with that. So I'm gonna do these 4 pieces in white. I think it's pretty nice. So let me get some white. I might need a different plate. Did that go in the trash can? I hope so, because if not, it's all over the floor now. Let's put some white out there. Let's Pouncy. So this is just a little makeup sponge of some sort. You can use a regular makeup sponge, but this is just, you know, this like triangular ones. It's just going to be easier to paint this. Put some on and take all of it off. Less is more as you're doing this. Yes, you're going to have to use them arm muscles. So I'm loading on and then loading off. And of course we are going to have to, the other pieces I'm going to use a brush on. Now we did have this kit in our live sale not too long ago. Now depending on when you're watching this video, I do have to keep that in mind. This is a recorded video that I upload. But if you want to know more about my live sales, you can definitely check out my website, thoughtsandtreasures.com, or my Facebook page. There is a flyer there that tells you, I think I'm up to September right now, that I have listed on what days that I will be doing the live sales. So if you want to check them out or join me, please do so. We do lots of wood kits, printables, DTF transfers, which are iron-on decals. Let's see, what else do we do? Stickers, vinyl cutouts. We do all kinds of different things. So if you're looking for something crafty, definitely 3D prints we do. I also have a Tumblers to Treasures group page. Please come join that. That is the best place to find lots of fun things. It's not only tumblers, but yes, I do the sublimation tumblers, like that. We always have one here. I'm gonna give this a quick dry. But there's lots of other things in there, so that's why I put the DTF print. I put the 3D prints that we do. All of that goes in there. I'm going to tell you a story how we started. So that page I started was strictly just the tumblers. That's what I was doing in the beginning. Well, that kind of spiraled into other things. So we just call it Tumblers to Treasures. I've thought about changing the name, but I don't know. Do we have to? Can't it just be a surprise when you go there and you see all these different things? I think it's more fun. But that is another group you can check out. And again, it's Tumblers to Treasures. Little spot over here. Now again, when you get these kits, you will see that there's an inspiration picture. I say that because that's just showing you where the placement goes in case you can't figure out where to put something. But that is just for inspiration. You do not have to, you know, this is crafting. You can do whatever color you want to do anything. And some people have a little more artistic ability. You don't have to be an artist to craft, but if you do and you want to do, you know, shading on your snowman, and I mean, there's so many things you can do with these. I'm pretty simple. I do try things once in a while, a technique I see, and then I start to like it. But, you know, for the most part, I kind of do things very simple, plain, just a little bit of flair to it, but not too much. Now again, with this, if you want to put a ribbon around his neck instead of using the actual wood piece of the scarf, you can do that too. Or just put a bow on his neck, you can do that too. So there's all kinds of different options with this. You don't have to keep it whatever the picture says. Please keep that in mind. Now, some of my kits do have score marks, which, well, you know, you gotta either make sure you gotta hide them or work around them. But, you know, it is what it is. Some of them just have it, and it's just gonna be that way. Oh, we have to paint our snowman. How did I forget to paint the actual snowman? I was like, wait a minute, we can't be done already. Oh, Lordy, we gotta paint the snowman. We can't leave him like this. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever done the actual backup piece last. And that's okay. No order. I mean, we definitely have to do it. He can't be tan. Well, he could be if we wanted to be. Like I said, you can do white and add pink on him. Pink was a very popular color. I'm kind of interested to see. Now again, this is July of 2026. I'm interested to see, in, you know, when the Hobby Lobby's putting their Christmas stuff out. But when the Christmas stuff comes out this year, that, you know, what if the pink is going to be back, or if it's just with a phase. But pink was very, very popular in 25. I'm interested to see. Let's just get him all covered up. And I'm not so much worried about the top here because his hat's going to be there and some of this is going to be covered up, but we definitely have to do a second coat on him, so let's turn him around. Let's get some more paint on here first. Let's get this dry, and we'll put a second coat on him. Like I said, I'm just probably going to add a little hanger to the back of him. Nothing major, just a little loopy hanger. That way you can decide whether you want to make him stand, lean up against the wall, put him in one of those frame easel things. So then you have the option. That way there's a hanger on it, but if you just want it to sit, then you know you don't have that hanger sticking off the top. And if you are just watching and you're skipping around, just to let you know, you can go to my website, thoughtsofTreasures.com, and check out the different videos that I have up. My website is set up more like a blog rather than a buying, but don't let that fool you. the kits are for sale. The front page, which I am trying to keep up on, but you know, it just gets behind. So if you see one of the videos of something you like and you don't see it in the sale item, you can always message me and ask the price or what have you. The best thing, I do all of my sales during my live sale and privately between everybody. I just find that it's easier that way, just to let you guys know a little bit. I find it easier that way because I'm a two-person. We're a two-person business, and it's just hard to, I don't want to miss out on anything. I don't want to miss, not, you know, I missed an email or I missed this. I would rather it be personalized and talk to you about it than orders off the website. I suck at email. I do. I would need an email just for that, and I still wouldn't read it. So I don't want to get trapped into something and then have negative feedback because I missed an email, or I missed a sale, or I missed, you know, somebody ordering something and they didn't get their, I don't want that. I want to be able to make sure that you guys, when you order, you get it. So, with that being said, we keep the website just for like a blog. What is that? What is that? I'm fixing it. There's lots of things over there, so please don't feel that it's an empty worded website. It's not. I'm actually going to, after this coat, I'm going to make sure it's very, very dry. I'm going to sand this and make sure it's nice and flat to put my third coat on. Because I'm seeing lots of areas that are questionable. And you will get that once in a while. So, first I'm going to turn that off. I am just going to take this Dollar Tree, which has seen better days. There's a rough side and there's a smoother side. I'm just going to take the smoother side and I'm going to push a little bit on this one. Usually I don't, but I'm going to push a little bit. I'm going to make sure it's all smooth. Whatever comes up is going to come up. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And then we're going to put our final coat on. And hopefully this is going to do it. I want a nice bright white, sunny bright white snowman. I need some more white. Oh, there's Sydney barking. Put some more white in here. Not too much more, but be sure to get around the edges there. Spot here, we want to get. spot there, but look at that. I think that's much better. There's a spot. Watch your fingers. Alright. Wipe that off. And then we can, so much better. Loving it. Alright, now we can start gluing him together. And I'm going to start with, let me put that in there. And let me put this in over here. I'm going to start with his hat. I am going to use our wood glue, super glue. It's not crazy, super glue, wood glue. And we're just going to start putting these pieces together. So I like to make sure I put enough on this that it squeezes to the edge. I'm just going to lay that down. Now, if you see white sticking out like here, don't worry, we can fix that after. And I will show you how. Make sure it's all nice and flush. Take your time doing this. You don't want them to move. See how there's the white around it? We'll fix that after. Do not fret about that because we will fix that. So then we have a scarf that we're going to put on. Oh, I didn't do his button. We'll do his button because I wanted to do his button a different color. Make sure it's all nice and flush. And it's not. There we go. Okay, put that on. And then, oh, let me pick that up before there's white paint all over the floor. That's not good. I didn't do it. All right, let's get his little wooden sign. Now before I glue this down, I'm going to measure where I want him, because I want to make sure his little hands fit in. And you know what, I'm going to paint the back of those black too, just because you're going to see part of it, and I want everything on the back to be black. So let me just get a little tiny bit of black. Let me get another blue brush. I think I have a splinter in my finger. Dry them real quick. I'm going to let them sit a second. I'm going to get a green. I think I'm going to do, let's see, what's this? Lime green. I think that's going to be cool for the button. Just need a little bit. Let me just take, we'll take that. That is good. Did get some paint in here, so I'm just going to try to dig it out. See what happens when you rush? Always, always, always take your time. I'm going to try to dig this out real quick. Oh, that worked. Believe it or not. Look at that. We got the green out. But I think that's good. Let me get off my fingers. Alright, so now we can stick his little hands in here. And I want to measure, I'm just going to measure where I'm actually sticking this before I glue down. Let me get him straight on here. I mean, if you want to tilt it, you can tilt it. If you want it straight, you can do it straight. Does not have to be perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up. We're going to paint the back of this black. Not all of it, just the part, because you're going to see this in the ends. This way, when you turn it over, you're going to see everything is going to be one solid color. Try this. Now let's put the glue on. And we're just going to put it down here. Put his little gloves on. So then it's just putting the little pieces together. Like that. All right, next, before I put the pieces on his hat, let me put this piece on first. I might go in with some, I'll just put it all together. I'm almost thinking I want to do that green. We can. I think I am. I think I'm going to paint that. I don't like it. I don't like it the white. I'm going to do it this lime green. I should wait till it's dry so I don't move it around. And then we'll put the holly leaf on there. I think it'll look pretty. So I am going to stick the button. Put that off. Here on his scarf. Then let's get the little pieces. I'm gonna put his face on last. Add his little pieces to his mitten. Now if you don't want to use the bottle like this, you can definitely use like a little brush and paint the glue onto it. Just trying to get this straight. Why don't you put the bottle down? And then the other piece. Those on. Next, I'm going to put in here, I'm going to actually use this and show you. So I just use these little eyeshadow brushes with the words like, I got tape stuck to everything. Let me take his nose off, get rid of this tape. So what I do is I just put a little bit of glue out. Now I do have a silicone mat down, so it's going to be easy to wipe up. If you don't, you can put it in a plate or something like that. I don't brush it on every single part. I just brush it on each part of the letter. Wherever I feel need. And then we're going to put this down on here. And let's get his face on. So we're going to put his face. I'm going to hurry up so I can use that glue. We got his little eyeballs. And then we have 5 little things for his mouth. And I'm going to space them out to where we need them. And arrange them how I want them. I think I like that. So I'm just going to do one at a time. and then put them back down. I always start, when I pick something up like that, I always start from the middle. That way you kind of have a plan where it goes back down. Little nose up, and I'm really not applying a lot of glue to this. And then we'll do his eyes. Eyes to where we want them, and let's get our last two pieces, and then I'm going to show you maybe a couple little highlights I'm going to put on. Not highlights, little decorative things. We're going to stick this right here. Let's do more like that. And I ran out of glue on the table, so we're going to put a little bit. And put the berries right there in the center. Now, done with the glue. I glued everything. This is what we got so far. Okay? Now you could leave him like that. He's finished, he's complete, but I think I'm going to go in with a few little decorative doodads. So I'm going to use some white. And I'm going to take my little detailing brush, which honestly, I don't wash this, I just kind of wipe it off. I like it to be nice and hard. That way it's more like using a little pencil. So I'm just going to go in and kind of like give him some little swoosh marks. Let's see which one we do it. I know it's weird because you really want to wash your brushes out, but the more you let it not wash out, just kind of wipe it. And I only use it with the white, so kind of keep it that. I think it's done. And I'm going to put a few in his hat. Let's show you. Trying to think how I want to do it. But to me, the thicker it is, it's easier to do this. And I'm being mindful where I'm putting my hand. And then I'm going to put one over here too. So that just gives it a little bit more, just something. I'm not done yet. I'm going to do some on his little mitten. Now, before I decide if I'm done, I'm going to go in. Oh, where is it? Hold it, please. We cannot. We're going to take our little making noise. This is from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use this for little dots. So we're going to dot, 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 dot. Dot, dot, dot. Be mindful. So if you do one, then you can just do 3, and they get smaller. So that just gives them a little something, something. Brightens and cheers him up a little bit. Oh, I did put my hand in over here. See? I do it every single time. Let me see if I can fix it. Didn't do it bad, but let me see if I can get this. All right, not too bad. I do that all the time. Be mindful when you do that. Actually, I think I'm going to, oh, wrong thing. I think that's good. I think that's good. So, like I said, I just kind of wipe these off. Well, this is just metal. But when I do, I should put this someplace where I know it's easier to find. But I know we should wash our brushes, but I use this strictly for white and detailing. So I just kind of wipe it out. And that way it leaves it kind of hard and gets cookie. I like that. That way it's easier when you're doing these lines. But there we go. So I hope you enjoyed, and if this is something you're interested in, just comment the word snowman and I can get you the information on it. But this is just one way it can be decorated up. I hope it inspired you. Oh, let me show you real quick. I won't do the whole thing, but I will show you what I'm talking about. Let me put my hand more in it. See how that's white like that? If you just you can take your black Sharpie, you can take your acrylic marker, you can take regular paint, and it just takes it away. Simple as that. And I'm going to go around and do the whole thing on here where there's spots that I want to get rid of, but just like that, it takes it away and you've got a better look up there. So I hope this inspired you or something that you want to see more of. Definitely give my page a follow. or subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. And I will see you in the next video. And always remember, thoughts become things and things become treasures. Bye everyone.